This demo is going to be a quick introduction to my free Instant Lighting Kit Lite add-on for Blender. And this is a cut down version of the Instant Lighting Kit, which is a paid add-on. So what exactly is the Instant Lighting Kit? The Instant Lighting Kit is a really fun and playful way to quickly light any scene in Blender, and the results are beautiful. So let me show you how it works. I'm going to open an asset browser, and you just need to navigate to the correct category. And here we have the full Instant Lighting Kit, the one you have to pay for. And this has 10 different categories. And within each one of these categories, you have 25 separate environments. And as well as that, you have 3 different sweeps at different scales that you can just drag and drop into your scenes. So in the full version of the Instant Lighting Kit, you've got 250 different environments spread across 10 different categories. In the Lite version of the Instant Lighting Kit, we just have 2 categories with 25 environments in each. So that's still 50 separate environments. And in this free version, I've deliberately selected 2 categories that are very different from each other, just so you can create a wide variety of different looks. So at the moment, I have this scene which is just lit by a point light, and obviously the lighting is very boring. So let's start by just deleting this light. And from the preset browser, I'm going to select Interior Simple and just drag and drop that into my scene. So what happens is we have a large empty here that you can select in the viewport, and straight away you can see that the lighting has changed. So with my empty selected, I'm going to go to the item properties, and at the bottom you'll see we have some rigging controls. And what you can do with these is to cycle through the 25 separate environments, and you can see that every time I do this, the lighting changes dramatically. You can also rotate each environment, and that is obviously also going to give you very different looks. And so what I like to do is just to play with the controls until I find a few variations that I really like. And the idea here is just to have fun and explore. So I'm just going to speed up the video while I play with the controls and try and find a few variations that I think look good. And so for now, I think I'm going to settle on this particular option. I think it looks beautiful and dramatic. And I think the vibe that we get from these interiors is just perfect for this kind of vintage item. It looks like a photo taken indoors in natural light, and that is just the perfect look for this particular scene. But of course, you can create a completely different feel if you want, and we're going to do just that with the Studio Colorful environments. So as soon as I drag and drop that into the scene, you can see we have a second empty that's been applied, and once again our lighting has changed. But what's really nice is we haven't lost any of the work we've just done. If I just go to the World tab, I can simply switch between the Studio Colorful and the Interior Simple, and as you can see we revert back to the lighting we had previously. And if you want to preserve any of these environments to make sure that Blender doesn't delete them when you close your scene, just tick here to create a fake user and the environments will be preserved. So now I've got these Studio Colorful environments loaded. Let's go back to properties and play with the rigging once again. And I'm just going to cycle through some of the different environments, and you'll see the lighting changing and the colors changing and just the overall vibe and look changing every single time. And of course you can rotate all of these environments as well, and that's going to make very dramatic changes as all the different colors rotate around the environment. And what's nice about these Studio Colorful environments is you're going to get lots of interesting colors in your reflections. So once again, I'll just speed up the video as I cycle through some options. And here I think I'm going to settle on this variation. It's a tiny little bit more stylized than the previous effort I did with the interiors, but as you can see, it also looks really nice. And of course, I can always cycle between the 2 options anytime I like, simply going to the World tab and swapping between the 2 different categories. So with that done, I'm going to quickly do a render. And here is the finished render, and you can see that in record time we've created beautiful lighting. And the great thing about this process is not only is it insanely quick, it's also really good fun. So if you want to download this free version of the Instant Lighting Kit, the link is in the description. And I truly believe that you're going to get so much use out of this that you'll definitely consider getting the full version, which is priced really competitively and offers a ton of value.